I had forgotten what a fabulous dance record this tune was. It's a Lost 45. Maybe it should have done a little bit better, although maybe not as original sounding as some of her previous hits. But Laura Branigan with Spanish Eddie at number 33 on my fantasy playlist, August 10th, 1985. She passed away. It's kind of tragic. She passed away in 2004. She had a I can't pronounce the word, aneurysm, and her ashes were scattered across Long Island Sound 13 years ago. Boy, she was running hot back in the day. You had Gloria in 1982, Solitaire, which was written by Diane Warren. That was in the spring and summer of 1983. And there was one called The Lucky One, I believe was the name of the record. She was a dynamo on that record. That was in the fall of '84. I remember watching that video on Night Tracks on WTBS about her finest moment. She was incredibly sexy in this video. Self-control. Remember the video of the self-control? She wore this tight black outfit. And the video it was mysterious. It was spooky. It was erotic. But it was not pornographic. It was just brilliant, tasteful. It hinted at something that would come. And there was that guy with a mask. And you had this pairing between the two that was risque, maybe burlesque, and it seemed suggestive at the time, but you look at it 32 years later, or 33 years later, and it's like, man, this was a brilliant video. Self-Control by Laura Branigan. She was lovely in that video. And the song was brilliant. Had that synthesizer. Remember how that synthesizer built up? And it landed smack into these crashing guitars. And Laura Branigan went off to the races with that voice. Fantastic voice. Self-Control, summer of '84. But we're in the summer of '85 with Spanish Eddie from her fourth album called Hold Me. And it was arranged by Howard Faltermeyer, the guy who did Axel F., the instrumental that was so huge back in the spring of '85. There was another song off that album that became a big hit for somebody else. I Found Someone was off that album. It was written by Michael Bolton and a keyboard player. I believe his name was Mark Mangold, but don't quote me on that because I probably misspelled his name because of my chicken scratch. But he was a keyboard player. And they wrote I Found Someone. It was put out as a single by Laura Branigan. And she sang the song on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show. But it peaked at number 90 on Billboard's Hot 100. And Cher, she took it into the top 10, top 20. It was so huge for Cher in 1987. Didn't know that Laura Branigan did it originally. Her version, very obscure. Spanish Eddie, unfortunately, an obscure record as well, at number 33 on my fantasy playlist, up 5 from 38. Fantasy playlist of August 10th, 1985.